Hey guys, my name's Steven, and I'm going to be recording myself doing assignment 1. So, just going to open up Visual Studio, going to create a new project, going to choose an empty project. This will probably look different. I am using Visual Studio 2022, but should essentially be the same. And just going to name this, I guess we'll name this assignment 1. Cool. All right. Once we get in here, I'm just going to quickly delete these unneeded directories. Great. All right. And then I'm going to quickly right click on assignment 1, the project folder. I'm going to come down here to add, and I'm going to add a new item. Make sure that C++ file is selected. I know that I'm going to be subtracting two numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and name this file sub2.asm. Awesome. Now we have the assembly file created. We're going to come over here to project, build dependencies, build customizations, and it's kind of hard to see probably. Not sure why it's so small, but I'm going to come down here to MASM, hit OK. And then I'm going to come over here, right click on my file name, and I'm going to come down to properties. On item type, I'm going to come select Microsoft Macro Assembler, hit apply, and then I'm going to hit OK. One final thing that I'm going to do, just because my system defaults to this, is it defaults to x64. I know this will be an issue, so I'm going to change this to x86. That'll save me a little bit of headache later. Awesome, so I'm going to actually quickly run down and grab this file, come back over here, and I'm going to paste it in. Great. So I'm actually going to refactor a few things. Um, obviously it's not mass and test for me. It's going to be sub2, and then I'm going to be subtracting 2 32-bit integers, and then I will also come and write my name. Excellent. So just a few more things I'm going to do quickly is obviously we're not going to be getting the sum, so I'm going to change my variable name to diff, just like that, and great. All right, and I'm just going to quickly roll through here and comment a bit of my code. So diff will be my custom variable, and will hold the final value. Great. And then I'm also going to format these a little bit better. Awesome. And just add a little bit of spacing. Cool. So in the little program we have right here, let's see, first we're going to move the integer value 10 into the register EAX. So I'm actually just going to comment that, move integer value 10 into EAX. And I'm just going to put right here EAX currently equals 10. Great. Oh, and I'm going to, so since we're subtracting an integer, I'm going to switch this to sub instead of adding. So, and right here, we're going to say subtract the integer value 3 from EAX. And after this, EAX should equal 7. Finally, we will move the value in EAX to our variable diff. So diff will equal EAX, which should be diff will equal 7. Excellent. So just to re-go over it a little bit, we have in our data block here, we have our dword diff, our variable, not currently set a value whenever it's instantiated, but we will get there eventually. In our code block, in our function main, we will move 10 into EAX, and we will subtract 3 from the value currently stored in EAX, which is 10, so we should receive 7. And then we'll move what's stored in EAX into our custom variable diff, which should end up being 7. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to build this solution. Hopefully we have no errors. Excellent. It's succeeded. Now I'm actually going to put a few breakpoints right in here just so we can see what is happening and what's going on. So I'm going to start debugging. And then we have all of this stuff pop up, of course. So right here are my registers. Oops, stop. There we go. So currently the value of EAX is some hexadecimal, it looks like. And then here is our memory. So let's go ahead and step through some of this if I can. And then we can see, oh, and let me actually, to find the address of our current variable, we can just do ampersand diff. And then that will point us to the address that is currently residing in. And I'm actually going to start stepping through. So we'll step into. So first we move 10 into EAX. As you can see, 10 got moved into EAX. Hexadecimal 10 is A. I may be able to change this to, no, maybe not. All right, so we currently have 10 set in the register EAX. Next, we will subtract 3 from 10, so we should expect 7 in EAX. There we go, we got 7 in EAX, perfect. Now finally, we are going to be moving 7 from EAX to this address right here, and let's see that happen. And boom, we got 7 right there. All right, and then actually the two numbers that I chose just ended up working out quite well. However, one issue you might come into is not being able to read this as well. What you can do is you can just right click right here. It's currently set as a 1-byte integer and hexadecimal display. You can actually make this a lot nicer by setting it to 2-byte, and then you can set it to, assigned or unsigned. So we can set it to signed display, and there you go. You can see 7 right there. So now if you put, you know, 20 minus 3, it should look uh, more readable right there. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to, either reach out to me or reply under this video, and I'll be happy to help. All right. Thank you.